everybody. Today is Monday, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day, I guess. Happy Easter weekend. Thanks for coming. If you're here today after what should have been a long holiday weekend, we're going to be continuing with Agent Chatter, and let's find out where we left off. So, on Friday, everything's going pretty well. We have our demos seem to be working. We're in the final stages of testing, and right now we're trying to do is make sure the emails work, and we also need to add a follow-up and a nurture-ish follow-up sequence to our demos, so that if people check out your demos and they don't schedule or they don't contact you right away, you'll keep reaching out to them over and over and over. And I'm going to show you an incredible tool on how to do that. What's it called? Oh yeah, hello. I got to find it, but it's the most amazing AI tool I've seen yet in terms of writing. Okay, so let's get started. Are there any questions from last week? Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so here's where we were. We've got our demo page here. We've got our Facebook thing up here. We also have, let's look at our workflows. So where we left it off on Friday was I was testing the, and I'll show you what it looks like. I was testing the email from this opt-in form. I'm sorry, we didn't do the email for the opt-in form. It was the email from the listing bot. So we were working on this, and we were making sure that the bot had a nice conversation and actually scheduled on the dummy calendar. So let's just double check that that worked. Okay. So I will open up my email here. I got to find that email. I think it's Friday, obviously. Let me go back in time here for a second. Try to find that. Okay. That's from replies at Rosenfeld Marketing. Replies, there we are. March 29th. Okay, so these are the emails. Nice. Okay, so here's the emails that were sent automatically from our workflow. Okay, so let's back up a second. So I think we're in here. Yeah, we're down here. Can you see this? So it does look like it set a dummy appointment. It doesn't say, wasn't that cool? Although it does here. Let me see. Hi, thanks for the inquiry. So this is all going to be on the 29th. So here we go. Yes. Hi, thanks for your inquiry into 7922 Sly Fox Lane. Would you like to discuss this further? I said, yes. How many bedrooms? It has 5 bedrooms, and it's getting that from the knowledge base, so it's working great. And then it right away tries to schedule me a phone call to discuss it further. I said, noon works for me. And then there was this little error here, so we added in that delay. If you remember, this AI chatbot demo complete was coming before the actual reply of perfect, I've got you done for noon today. So I remember we added in a little bit of a wait step. So we're here right now. I'm going to go to automations. I'm going to go to, ooh, that's the wrong one. That's me. That's a lot of automations, geez. All right, so if I go here, we are on this automation here when they fill out this form, right? And it goes on here. So I added did I add a wait step? I did not add a wait step, but I know I tweaked this for, let me just double check this real quick. So it sets the goals like, oh yeah, we added a thanks goal. Up to listening here. Oh yeah, I added the wait step here. So it's for all demo, all AI chatbot complete. Wasn't that cool? Override messages all come from here. Once the dummy appointment is made on your demo, it goes down here. It adds a demo complete tag and it sends this override. So I've now added in the 6 seconds. So let's try this email thing here one more time to make sure that this little chunk here is working properly. And then we should be done with this. And this is the appointment that it really set for 1 p.m. really went through on my calendar, on my Agent Chatter calendar. As you can see here. It wasn't working with my actual calendar. It wasn't hooked up to my actual calendar, but it is making these appointments in Agent Chatter. Oops, it isn't making appointments. Oh yeah, these are going to be Rosenfeld marketing appointments because these are on my real calendar. Remember, the real appointments are with my real business, which right now is Rosenfeld marketing. So something we have to do is we need to add an email to Agent Chatter. We never did Agent Chatter email, and we're working on, this follow-up sequence from the form, and we need to do something with the opt-in form to thank them, keep them going on a nurture sequence. Okay. So right now we're kind of all have boiled down to emailing. Okay. So what I want to do is the testing is good here, but I do want to test this one more time with the delay that I added in for that last little chunk there where it says chatbot or demo complete. So let me get rid of myself and we'll test that. And while it's testing, we'll keep going on other stuff. Okay. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to go to here and I'm going to complete this form. And just, I made it a sticky form so it remembers what I typed in last time, which is fine. I'll say Barry Jones is fine. Agree to the terms. So I'm going to submit that. Okay. So now Barry Jones is in here and it should be working. Our demo for our other demo, the buyer seller demo, opens up Messenger just like this, right? And it has a conversation with Agent Chatter. It should. What happened? This doesn't work perfectly, unfortunately. Yeah. So Agent Chatter, they can start talking to it. So I make clear that it opens in Facebook Messenger. Looks like there's a little tiny bug here with the color. So let's fix that real quick. Okay, we're not going to be testing the bot too much in Facebook today. I'm going to go over to here. I want to work on the site real quick while we're also testing the email that's coming through. So let's look at that as well. Gmail. Okay, here we go. Standard, right? And it says, thanks for your inquiry. Would you like to discuss this further? Exactly what we wanted. Yes, I would. Yes, I'm still. So we'll just do these traditional, the recommendations that Google gives to do the email. Let's just see how far we can get. Cool. Yes, I'm interested. Awesome. So while we're doing that, I want to tweak this little bug here. It's going to bother me. So I'm going to open up this, and all that is more than likely. It's weird. Very weird. It's odd. It should be blue. I'll do this. There we go. That should help. Okay. Now let's check my email. Not yet. Okay. Let's just check this. What? Look at that. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna go over here and just make sure that this bold text color is also this color blue. Save that. It didn't do this before. It just is now. I don't know why. All right, I got a reply from the bot over on Listing Bot. Let's look at it. Says, I said, yes, we're interested. It said, that's great to hear. Are you considering this property for your new home or do you have other plans in mind? Yes, I'm still in the market. Okay. Cool. All right. So now let's double check to make sure this is fixed. So I don't look weird. Cool. Okay, that's fixed. Awesome. Boom, boom. Great. Actually, I'm going to make this text blue just to match. Okay, this is blue. Color blue. Over here. Blue, blue. Save. Publish. And the next email came through. I think. Not yet. Almost. All right, cool. So this demo works, or what we're working on Listing Bot. What else do we need to get ready? So I know for a fact that we never set up email. I bought email, but I didn't set it up yet. I bought it with it when I bought my domain name. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to show you what's happening. Right now, the emails are all coming from. You're going to need to do this with your agency too, or whatever if you don't have this done. But all the emails right now are coming from my root level Rosenfeld marketing agency account, because that's the name of my real agency. If you had it set up at the agency level for agent chat, you're actually going to set that up in agency. But either way, you can see that there is no agentchatter.net email. Okay. So we're going to need to do that. And here's the reply from the email. Let's see. It says, wonderful. Are you looking to buy this property as your next home? Are you exploring options for a different reason? I'm going to say, yes, I want to buy a new home. Okay, I'll respond to that, see what happens. Okay, cool. So now let me see where we were with email. So if I recall, I think I got my agent chatter domain name at GoDaddy. I did. So I'm going to go to GoDaddy. And we're going to need to do email. So today we're going a little off of, we're going back to setup, which we did the first week, but we were delayed by a couple of days. So that's kind of where we're getting to setup now. We're also getting to the finalization of the emails, the follow-ups, and then we'll be ready to launch. Okay, and we'll do some sales this week. Cool. All right. So I know I bought email, so products. I'm almost positive I did. email. So there's Agent Chatter. Oh, nuts. That's right. I bought it through this place. I didn't want to buy it through them. Darn it. Oh, well. Hold on one second, please. That's why I didn't like this, because I bought it through the wrong GoDaddy, but that's okay. I got to transfer it, to be honest with you. Actually, I got to get this path login. One sec. Oh, okay. Hopefully that works. Cool. All right. So, no. All right. So let's see what I have here. So I do have email. For new email, continue. So I never set it up. So we'll continue setting it up. So continue. And this, depending on where you got your domain name is how you'll set it up. I like to use Google Business, frankly, but I screwed it up, so I have to use GoDaddy, but I do recommend Google normally. Okay, so I want to set up a Josh at Agent Chatter account. First name Josh Shashas. Yes, I am the thing. Okay, so let's make a password. Okay. Send account info to Josh at rosenfeldmarketing.com. I don't want to be, and I'm going to transfer this later. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to send that over there. Continue. So we'll do this real quick. Shouldn't take too long at all. All right. It takes a few minutes. Cool. So it's okay. Now I'll go back to here. Okay. So let me see. Let me check my email. We're testing email right now also. Let me look for that. Let me get that window up. Okay. New message. Yes, I want to buy a new home. Fantastic. How about we set up a 15-minute phone call? Fine. I'll say 2 p.m. is great. Okay. And this is going to be a dummy calendar appointment. So it should say, I booked you. Wasn't that cool? Here is your what was that? Sorry, Norton ad. Okay, cool. So now let's wait for that to come up. This is going to still taking a bit of time. Okay, so what else do we have to do? So we're doing email. We're not going to do phone number. I wanted to get in to make sure that the email from this listing form works. Now we need to also make a there's no email right now when someone comes in from your opt-in form. Okay, so let's do that. Let's add them to a nurture sequence here while we're waiting for here. So we're doing 2 things. Okay, so I'm going to go over to Rosenfeld Marketing, and I'm going to go to my automations, and I need to find the opt-in form, which is here. We need to make a new workflow. We're going to make a new workflow. We'll call it, if there's anything good here, Fast 5, long-term nurture reactivation email sequence. Let's see what that looks like. There's a built-in one. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm going to change the 1 month to the day, but this will work. Okay, so let's change this, and we'll call it opt-in follow-up or new lead nurture sequence. Okay, now got a few things going on here. See what's up with here. Cool. So this is done. We're not able to detect your DNS provider. That's fine. Okay, so I need to manually, since I moved my DNS records over to Cloudflare, this makes it slightly more complicated, but I'll show you what I do. So I'll go to Cloudflare. And this is the most complicated thing you'd have to do with your DNS. Very simple. I'm going to open up agentchatter.net. I have 2 agent chatter domain names. Okay, I'm going to go to DNS, and it tells me exactly what to do. So I want to add a record. I want to add an @ record, which is wait, why isn't that not copying? Right? An @ record. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a text record. My bad. Text record. Like that. Okay, text record @ and then the value is this here. And then I'll just do save. And then you gotta do another one, add record. text record at this, copy that, paste it here, save. Just a few more, 3 more. So I got to change the host. Let's see, add record. This is called Auto Discover, which I've never seen before. What's Auto Discover? I've never seen that before. Huh. Oh yeah, I got to do host. You do an A name record, and then I do Auto Discover. Oh yeah, C name. My bad. I keep seeing those instructions there. Sorry. C name. Target is Auto Discover, and it points to this. And I turn off the proxy status on these. So this, and that's what I've been taught to do. So I'll add this record. It's a CNAME record, or email. And then I want to put this in here, and then I got one more. Turn this off. I think when you don't proxy it, it just doesn't stay in cache and it works slightly better, but a little bit slower, but that's fine. So I want to add an MX record. Of the @ symbol. And then this here. Okay, save that. Priorities required. 10. I don't know. I think that matters. It goes up very high, so I don't think that matters. Oh, priority 0. My bad. There it is. Priority 0. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it. Now I'll say I'm done. And it's going to go check. Okay, so while we're doing that, I also wanted to, I got to find that, we need to write emails, and we need to set up this workflow here, which was here. Okay. And then let me find that one site we're going to use as well. What was it called? Like Chipmunk? It had some stupid name. One of those dumb names. It's called, 1 second, I gotta find it. Let me find it and just search for it. This is while this is setting up. Let's see. Right, lots of emails. Let's see if it comes up in search. Lots of emails with AI. No. Grammarly, no. Superhuman, no. God, I gotta find this thing. It was amazing. I'll come back in an hour. Okay, so we have to do this tomorrow. All right, cool. So we have our new lead nurture sequence here. Okay, I'm going to save this and we're going to change it in a second. Oh yeah, it's called like copy. That's the name of it, copy. Okay, cool. So I want to do something. So what's going to happen is once someone opts in, we got to add one thing to it. Right now, all it does is create or update the internal opportunity to go on our opportunity board, right? So I want to do one more thing. I want to move it to, or I want to add it to a workflow. Add to workflow, and we're going to add it to this new workflow we created, which is new lead nurture sequence. Okay, save action, save that. Okay, cool. So now, let me label this real quick. Add. So I'm adding a new lead to the tag when it comes in from the opt-in form that you can do with as you want. I'm not doing anything with it specifically. Okay, creates the opportunity with the value of $36,000, which is not right for our for that, but we'll leave it at that for fun. Okay. That's going to add to the workflow, add to new lead workflow. Save that. And remember, it sends you it sends all the internal users of the agent chatter a message. So I'm the only internal user. Your agency, you'd be the internal user, and your partners, your colleagues. Okay. So I'll save that. Cool. Now we need to go back here and start writing some emails. I want to write 30 emails for agent chatter. So watch how we do this. This is going to be amazing. I want to take a note of this. Copy, because this is huge. I couldn't believe that this thing did this. I was quite impressed. Okay, so let's go copy. All right, so I'm going to have to log out and sign up with a new email because you get like 2 weeks for free, and you can actually create an incredible sequence for free. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to log in as this guy. Actually, I'll log in on a different browser so I can do this without confusing anybody. Okay, happycopy.co. Okay. So I want to sign up for this. So I'm going to start writing for free. I'm continue with Google. I'll do this is my personal one. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Continue. Okay. Well, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, whatever. Agency owner, continue, other, continue. Wait, let's see. What kind of emails are you most looking to write? Marketing emails. What software do we use? Other, we'll say GHL. What's my email list size? I don't know, 1 to 100. Doesn't matter. Yep. How do you hear about us? Facebook, whatever. Okay. Create content now. This is amazing. This is amazing. So I don't know how to use this program extensively, but I do know how to use it enough to make us emails right now. So what I want to do is we're going to write happycopy.co. We're going to write, let's do 30 emails, all instantaneously. Like not instant, but really fast. It's amazing. So we want to make a sequence creator. Okay. Okay, so sequence type. Look at all these sequence types they have. It's crazy. Seinfeld's. I mean, this is nuts. Product launch, welcome subscribers, on board, lead. So look, they have Seinfeld, soap opera, and classic. If you're a Russell Brunson fan and are into writing emails, you probably know about Seinfeld sequences and soap opera sequences. I'm just going to do a classic nurture sequence. Okay. So I just need to kind of fill in the blanks. Brand, agent chatter. Product description. We provide conversational AI chatbots for real estate agents to help them deal with buyers and sellers automatically 24/7, 365 with buyers and sellers. Okay, target audience, real estate agents. You won't believe this. This is amazing. I don't have to type in much. Topics. Okay, so let's write some topics you'd like to discover. Let's let it do it. Let's let it do it on its own. 365 objective. We want them to give us a call or schedule an appointment because they've already opted in for the demo, right? Schedule an appointment. Okay, so that's it. So now we select a tone. Luxury. Let's see what luxury sounds like. Okay, include images. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's see how many emails it writes. I spelled appointment wrong. Okay, I'm going to do create. And hopefully your mind will be blown like mine was when I first used this. Okay, so now let's go on. So we don't need to sign up here. Look at this. That's terrible. I think it will write it though. Look at that. It's just writing them. It doesn't do. It's doing it every few days. Okay, then I do create. I think. No, I did that. Just making more. Hold on. Stop, please. Okay, so I don't like that. Let's start over. But I want to copy this out. I gotta wait till it stops. But look at these great titles. Gosh, this is fantastic. Oh yeah, watch this. This is bananas. That's how you do it. So I go to write, and I think it will. Oh no, not that one. Unbelievable! Wow, look at that. All right, I don't like graphics in there. I'll turn off that. But that is killer. So I want to erase this day here. But look at that. Looking forward to our chat. Unreal. All right, I'm going to regenerate that without pictures. And then I think I just write this one. Start off about it, right? Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. All right. So we're going to need to have two windows open. Okay, cool. So, all right. So we need two windows open. So now we want to do our email. And this would take days to do without this. And you need to be a writer. And my Lord, is that really impressive. So we're going to go to our new lead nurture sequence. And we need to tweak this a bit. And I already know that this particular sequence isn't going to work that great. So I'm going to delete everything underneath this second email or this first email. I'm going to delete all actions from here because then I'll just copy this one. So, oops, email. Okay. So here, every email has a subject line. Discover a new era of luxury real estate with Agent Chatter. That's amazing. Okay. Subject. And then there's a little house icon in there. I'll grab that. I'm not going to do all the days, obviously. Let's do a few days here so you guys understand. Get it? Okay, cool. So from is Josh at Agent Chatter because we just set up that email. .net from name, Josh Rosenfeld. This would be your name, right? And we'll do, here's the message, dear. And then we know their name because they opted in, dear. And then I do the tags and I just go to contact first name. Then I copy this. Okay, needs some touch work here with the spacing. Okay, now I just need to link that up with so schedule an appointment with us. So this is interesting. So what I'm going to want to do is, since my nurture sequence emails are my nurture sequence emails are telling them to book. So I want to make a really quick booking page just with a calendar on it. Okay. Very simple. This will be really super easy. So I'm going to just duplicate the home page. Okay. I'm going to drag it. I'll leave it at the bottom. I'll pull it above VSL optional, which I'll explain later. All right. So now I want to open this up. We'll call it schedule. So I'm changing the name of this, the root name of this step here so that you can just send people here or book an appointment. It's easier. Okay. So all we need to do is erase some things on this and we'll be good to go because this home page that I copied already has the calendar in it. Okay. So I'm just going to erase all this stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Put in a piece of blank text just to make the height match. So it'll match over here. Okay. So now all I need to do, get rid of this first column. What is this? I want to get rid of this column here. Okay. So under here, I'm going to add it here. I'll just do it here. I'll do a one column. I'm going to add my element, which is my calendar, which is our discovery call calendar. Cool. And then I just need to move it up. Oop, wait. Undo. What happened? There's like some sort of weird table going on here. Hold on, let me erase this real quick. Let me do this. Wide. I'm going to move this under at the bottom. I'm going to erase that table. What's going on here? I need to add a row. Sorry. First one column. Okay. And then this. Oop, above it. Sorry. Okay. So now I'm going to get rid of this thing here. I don't need it. And I'm going to get rid of this. There's something weird about that. Okay. Now I will add the calendar. Discovery column. Okay, great. That works fine. So I'm going to save that. Let's save it. Hopefully I didn't ruin the home page. Let's find out. It should not be called home clone. It should be called, I got to change this name real quick. Ugh, lame. All right, it did get rid of that. So let me do this. Well, that is just annoying. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna add the element, and it is a button. So, lesson of the story is be careful. I need to copy this so it's teeny tiny, 1115. 1115, and it's black. And it's 1115. This is 1115. This says demo. And we know that it's the button color is actually white and the text is black. And there's these two little things after it that I had in here, demo, boom, boom. And then we have it opening the pop-up, correct. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, this needs to have an outline on it. And it needs to be right justified. So an outline is, where's outline? Vertical space. Oh, border 1. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, that is right. Full border, and I want the border color to be black. Border with 1. Border black, and I want it a lot smaller than that. So how do I make this so small? This one here. Probably padding. Yeah, 2. So this is 0, 0, 0, and then 2 at the bottom one. Okay, 2 on the bottom padding. Okay, great. Save that. Okay. All right. Let's fix that. So now I'm going to go back. I need to tweak I need to do something slightly different for the header. So this demo page is actually, that's right. This home clone, we need to change the name of that to book an appointment. You know what it is? Okay, so let's open this up real quick. Let's tweak something. Because the button will be back, I think. Yep. So what I want to do is I want to just make a new row, a 1-column row, and then I want to move it to the top. Doesn't work right. That's really irritating how it does that. Let's see. I want to move this whole chunk here. Okay, there we go. Oops, sorry. Where is that? I want to do. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make a new text headline, and it will say schedule or book an appointment. Appointment. Okay. Bold. Okay. Now I'm gonna move this up. Okay. And get rid of this. Didn't need it. Okay. Book an appointment. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. Now all I need to do is I want to make a different header for this page because it doesn't need that. I'll do 1 column. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Forget that. I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to make another one of these. And I'll make it a button. But I just want to copy this button down here. Okay, and then I want to move this here. And then I want to get rid of this header. Okay, and I just said get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Make sure Agent Chatter actually goes to agentchatter.net. Great. All right, good. We're done with that. You made changes that may affect. Oh, darn it. Getting confused here. What do I do? All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave this thing in here. It doesn't really make a difference, but it does bother me. How do you disconnect? I want to disconnect this global header from itself. So over here in layers on the page, I've got this 1-page header here. Lame. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to save this. We're going to move on. Taking too long. Okay, cool. Oop, I want to delete. I want to just get out of here. Oh, get out of here. All right, let's keep going with email sequences in this, okay? So when someone comes in from our opt-in, which looks like this, they're going to go into this thing here, and we're writing emails, okay? So I've got my copy here, okay? And I want to just keep going with more emails. So I want to write this email. And then I want to write, you kind of can't, I don't know why I didn't write them all at once, but it could. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to write a few emails. So now what I want to do is I want to change the timing on this. So I want this, as soon as they send that opt-in email page, I want to wait no days. I want to wait no minutes. I want to wait like 5 minutes. And this will go on every day of the week because it's right after they visited it. And if they visit on a Sunday, 5 minutes later, Sunday, right? So, but we won't bug them between after 9 or after 5 p.m. or before 9 a.m. These are standard here. So I'm going to do wait 5 minutes. And we're going to send them the first email, which is this. Email number 1. Cool. Oh, yeah. Dear contact first name. Welcome to chatter. Da, 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 da. Make sure you get the spacing nice. Okay, so this is where we were. I want to make this link to somewhere. Schedule an appointment with us, and it doesn't. So if I click this link, it just goes to copy. That's obviously not right. So I want it to go to this new page we just made, which is here. Okay. So what I'll do is I just want to grab, I know what the URL is. It's agentchatter.net/book. Okay. Book an appointment with us. Okay, so it's over to a new window. It's fine. Save. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Okay, so that waits 5 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one here. I'm going to copy these 2 steps, copy all actions from here. I'm going to put it here. Now, the next one, we want to wait a day after this one. So the next day, this will all be one day after the next, day after day after day. Maybe we'll mix it up. So one day, resume every day of the week. I'm going to not resume on Sundays for the next email, but I will on Saturday. So same time, just leave it like that. Wait one day. Okay. Save action. Okay, I forgot we were also looking at this thing here, right? Yes, I want to buy a new home. I was talking to the listing bot. 2 p.m. Oh, it worked. Great. Fantastic. How we set up no, it didn't work. How we set up 2 p.m. is great. AI chatbot demo complete. So that timer didn't work. So we'll fix that later. I don't want to keep working on that right now. And I don't really see any more emails. So we'll get back to fixing this, okay? Because we're doing a bunch of things at once to get ready to launch, okay? So we're going to wait a day, and now we got to get in our next email, which is here. Okay. So let's see, email 1. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to get it writing in the next email. And then you get it. You just make all the emails up. Cool. So now there might be a better way to do it in copy without clicking every one of these, obviously, but that's just how I'm doing it because I don't really know how to use it. I do know that this is free, so I don't care. All right, so I'm going to go to the second email. I'm going to change the subject. Still coming from me, right? All that stays the same. Unleash your potential. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, yeah, I also need to put in a tagline. Best regards, Josh Rosenfeld. Agent chatter.net. Okay, so now I just want to tweak this email a bit. Doesn't bring through these character turns. Whoa, look at it. Made up. It made up. This thing made up. If you can read this, it made up real estate agents and testimonials. Amazing. Amazing. And this will work for any niche. Travel, legal, home services, for fun. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now I just want to link this here, schedule an appointment. I want to make sure it's linked to, not going to do too many of these. agentchatter.net/book. So we're going to be able to test this. We're going to go test this in a second, okay? Oop, invalid URL. Sure is. Okay, action. New window. Okay, save. So now we got two emails. Let me tweak this email here because it doesn't have my last name. It doesn't have my name at the bottom. Need some spacing love here. Okay, best. You could probably write a custom variable for this, so you don't have to keep doing this every time, obviously. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. So now let's do one more email. Now for the rest of these, I'm just going to do copy all actions from here, and then I'll do this one. I'll do, I'd copy from here, then I have 4 copies, 8 copies. So that's how you get unlimited copies, but I still got to go through and write everything. So this is email 1. So I don't get lost. Email 2. I'll do email 3, and then we'll start testing this thing. So I'll write 3 emails. Okay, so this is email 3, which is here. These are amazing. I could not have written these like that fast. No way. Okay, new, put that in here. Or if I'd copied it and pasted it. Oop, that's not right. I see what it's doing here. This makes emails for, apparently this can email for you, but I don't want it to do that. Okay, so I'm rewriting all this. I'll be done after. I won't do any more after this one. Okay. Doesn't demands. These are great. You can use these for copy anywhere. Okay, so now we just need to say, put in my name. Agent chatter. Okay, now we can test. Now we can test. This is email 3. Da 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 da. Okay, this is amazing. So I'll put a link in the notes when I put them up for this software, because obviously this saves a lot of time. You can just keep going, hitting right. Okay. So now let's save this. Let's publish it and save it. And now I want to test it. So I want to go back and I want to make a new. I want to erase my contact. Barry. Actually, I can keep that there because I went into the listing form bot. I'm going to go into the this bot here. So let's change the name to Sam Smith. No relation to the singer. I'll do Josh at. So I'll do my regular email. Although it's still going to come from me, but that's okay. We can't set up the email till tomorrow, probably. Okay. Phone number's fine. I don't have, but now if I wanted to use the chatbot with SMS, I could have also sent him an SMS saying, hey, thanks for checking out the demo. You want to schedule a call. So you could do more with this new lead nurture sequence. Okay. You could text them, you could do all sorts of things, but I'm not going to have the bot talk to him. I'm just going to do this. Okay. So now in 5 minutes, 11:50, I should get my first email. Okay, cool. Any questions? No questions? Okay, great. Now, where are we? So we haven't even touched a bot today because we don't need to touch a bot today. But we were having a bit of a problem with the email sequence from the demo listing bot. Didn't try to schedule a dummy appointment this time, and it should have. See, it stopped AI demo complete, and it didn't go on to try to schedule me. So let me see if this entry, which is here. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Which is here. So I know it's going down the email path. Email error respond to a book complete, demo complete, AI objectives complete, new lead. Yeah. I don't use this for anything anyways. Okay, so it's on the demo complete. AI responded, new lead, so everything looks good. It booked an appointment. That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? Since they've added these new tags in recently, what I think I want to do is I want to, only for purposes of this double booking demo bot that we've got going on here, I want to let me think. So I don't want these tags on there for now. I don't need them. So I'm going to go to my agent chatter receptionist, modify bot. And I don't need these tag things here. I don't want this. Although these, yeah, that's fine. The auto saves, very nice. Okay, now I'm going to do the buyer bot. I'm going to turn those off here. I'm not using these tags for any reason, but I don't want it to stop the second booking for some reason. Buyer bot. Receptionist. Huh? And definitely demo complete. Because once the demo is complete, I definitely want to remove these tags. I'm also going to do something in the workflow to remove. That's weird. I didn't do that here. This is like I didn't do this in demo complete, so this might be global. I'm not sure why these are off. I didn't do this myself on demo complete, but whatever. All right, so now I want to go to this workflow here. I want to duplicate this page. I just want to see these real quick. So I want to duplicate this. And I want to go to the workflow that we created to check the demo calendar and then schedule a real appointment, which is here. Step 4, demo appointment made. So what I want to do here is, need to refresh this. So I want to remove some tags. After it did the fake appointment, I want to remove some tags. Okay. I want to remove contact tag, just in case it's added on there and it's messing anything up. I'm not guaranteeing that it is. So I want to get rid of appointment booked. I want to get rid of objectives complete. Okay. Those are the two that I want to get rid of. Objectives complete and appointment booked. Okay. So now I'm going to save that. Save that. Okay. So now let me test this email thing one more time. That's what we're kind of doing today and tomorrow, is getting all our emails in order. Okay. So I want to test this listing bot email one more time. And I'm going to erase. See what? Okay. I'm going to erase this. Okay. Wait, no, I don't want to erase yet because I'm waiting for an email. I'm confused. I think that it replaced my other one. Look, because this is coming in from the email tag, so it doesn't even look like it got my original. I mean, I changed the name of Sam Smith on this pop-up here. See? But it replaced wild. Oh, I see. The form itself is remembering everywhere it is. So everywhere it is, this form will remember something, it looks like. That's odd. But let's go see if an email came through. That's weird. Okay. So I want to look at emails. 1 sec, please. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to look at the email. Copy. Amazing. So I didn't get any email yet. Let me make sure that I am in this workflow. So it's waiting a day. So it says it sent out that oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong email. It did, so I think it might work. Yep, it did. Awesome. So we're working here. So that's great. So there's the first email. Discover a luxury real estate with Asian chatter. Cool. Awesome. So this is working. And now it's waiting for day 2. But I think we may need to tweak something here because I just want to double check this. What's weird is that I just want to make sure that this form, this is a different form than the other form. So I don't know why it's in there twice. Oh, well, more testing, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay. So what else? So, let's see. I turned all these things off. We just need to do a little bit more testing. So the opt-in works. So when they come from here, I got that email 5 minutes later. I'll get another email tomorrow. Okay. So I won't erase my contact yet. This thing is pretty close to working. We're having a problem. So let's put in a new contact here and have a new conversation. And maybe we can wrap this up with that. So I'll do, yep, I'll just use this one. That's a fine one. I'm going to change the name to Bob Jones. So there should be 2 entries. And I'm going to change the number because in case it overwrote something like 2, 3. There we go. Agree to the terms. All right. Cool. Now I'm going to do one more thing. This may help you get appointments. So what I'm going to do is right now the thank you page for this, when you fill out this form, it just goes to it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm debating if I want to have it go to a booking calendar. No, we'll leave this demo as is. So that way, if they click that, they're still on this listing page so they can look more because there's a lot of cool stuff here. Okay, cool. So now let's see if let's look at GoDaddy real quick and see if maybe the email went through before an hour's up. Are there any questions as we wrap up today from anybody? Awesome. Speak up if you have to ask a question. We can't create josh.net until you verify that you own the domain. What a pain. I screwed up. I could have done this much easier. All right. So I have to verify the domain that I own it, even though I signed in as myself to do it. I hope this doesn't mess me up. Oh, nuts. Well, that's annoying. Apparently there's something wrong with the domain name at GoDaddy, so I'll deal with that later. Okay,
I do have one
we did
question
not. Yeah,
related
what's
to
up?
the tagging. So you turned
Yeah.
off all the auto tagging features.
Yeah.
What is I see the benefit it went through and it got pushed through, but by taking those off, what could you potentially run into that the auto tagging would have
Good question.
resolved?
So, good question. So this auto tagging feature is new to CloseBot in maybe like the last month or so, maybe 2 at the most. And if you right now, so it automatically adds these tags to each contact based on if they responded, if there was a issue booking, aggression, etc., all objectives completed. I'm not using them for anything, so I know that at least in this instance, I'm not going to need them. If I did want to look for this, like if this is a real agency, I'd probably want to have no booking slots found so that I can detect if there was an issue making an appointment. Aggression detected doesn't do anything at the moment. It just tells me there's aggression detected, and I don't really care. There's also this aggression meter here, but it's upset leads. So this automatically takes care of upset leads. It's a little too sensitive at the moment, but they're tweaking that. So I think you won't need that. So I don't use that. And then all objectives completed is cool, and we could use that. So I could turn these back on now that I know my email's working. But there's still an issue with the demo complete part of our email going on that I want to be able to test. So that's why I'm turning these off for testing purposes. I might turn them back on. The only one up here that's kind of cool is all objectives completed, except we're using multiple bots. We're using 3 to 4 bots. So this doesn't mean anything, right? Because is that for every bot? Just this bot? The tag is not marked. So I'm going to have these tags on the contact, and they may apply to the wrong bot also. So these aren't super duper helpful unless you are, in fact, doing what I'm kind of doing here, where I'm removing them as I switch from bot to bot.
Okay. Is there a way to push a tag from the first bot to like the last bot so that its objectives are seeing if the first few bots in the line have pushed,
Good question.
changed the variable to it?
No, there's no way to do that. Like I said, each bot is going to have one objectives complete tag, and it's not going to be removed unless you manually remove it. What you can do is, if you look at the contact, you're going to have to go by goals accomplished. I could also have had a workflow that said, if these goals are all accomplished, then do something. I need to make that workflow anyways based on this all objectives complete tag. So me adding a tag to check for goals accomplished is identical. And the goals accomplished are going to be bot specific in that, I mean, they may all share email and phone, but if each bot has some different call to actions and some different goals in it, then this will allow me to check on a per bot basis. So once you become more advanced, I think that a lot of these were added because people wanted to know, and this no booking slots was important because the bot was so good that it was literally booking up people's calendars and it stopped booking, but they didn't know that. So they were losing business. So I know why that's here. The responded tag is so that you could do more advanced stuff, which I'm not doing, where you can, if it responded, then you could do something else, maybe turn AI off, do something, turn AI back on, turn off the responded tag and push the message. I'm not doing any of that advanced stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So I think we're in a good spot. We have emails going out. We have our lead nurture sequence going out. I showed you guys copy. I'll put all the links in there. When I finish the class, I'll put the notes. We didn't do too many notes other than you're going to want to have, let's see, it's not day 26. It's not even week 4. We're in week 5 of the live challenge. We're on day 29. So add new email address, error. And then email, create a follow-up from opt-in form. We did copy. Copy.co, which I'll finish, and then we did so we tested, create test. So this looks like it's working. Create and test. We created and tested our follow-up form. So are there any other questions? No? Okay. So for tonight, homework is just, keep going with your agency setup. Maybe try to work in an email sequence, and I'll share this snapshot with you at the end of the week. But I didn't do anything too complicated when I made that sequence. So if you can't follow along, just watch the video again. So your homework is just add some email sequences, add an email sequence. So you can use that copy because it's not instant. And you can save it in a Word document or something. So you just have it easier to transfer over, prepare it up ahead. And then tomorrow, we will continue this and then check our email. So we'll continue this tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to launch this week. This week I will start going into groups, start showing it around. I'm not going to pretend to be. I will go into different real estate groups and just pitch agent chat, or just show them, hey, I need some real estate clients, and maybe I'll get some real estate clients you guys can watch. And then you'll know ways to get your own type of clients as well using the same techniques. Okay, so if there's no questions, I will call today. Thank you very much for attending, especially the day after a holiday weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Take care.